The simple answer is, after being asked this about 4 times in 1 week, the simple answer is 30 to 60 hours for any one painting. That's just painting time, that's not drying time. Now there's exceptions. This painting right here is painted in 1 layer. That was on my floor for a week, but it was painted in 1 go. The exception again is Mrs. W. The idea for this painting started while I was pregnant for him. Thank you, Emmanuel. And the incredible love that Mrs. W had for absolutely every single child that walked through this library. The elevator door is open, we walk through the gallery, the kids are exposed to their first fine art, and they walk on through to the children's library. The incredible love that Mrs. W has for every single family and child that walks through this hallway to the children's department with our strollers, splattering milk as we go. Touched me, and it was a hard season in life, and the joy and love that she brought to our family, I was so grateful for. So, my children love to hear naughty stories about when their mom was a little kid. I think they're living vicariously because they take after their father and being well behaved. So, I've never told you this story before because I didn't want you to do it. So, listen, you're not going to do this, right?
Yeah.
So, when I was a little kid, when I was learning to go potty, Mom and Dad walked in on me one time to find out that the little soft sculpture that I had in the potty, I had taken out and thought that I needed to make art with it. And not just little art, but mural art. You know what murals are? Who knows what murals are? Murals are big artwork that you have over the whole wall. What do you think?
Was that a good thing?
Was my mommy happy to help with that one? Another example of, so that I don't even remember. I just have to still apologize for it. Another example is when we moved onto my dad's family farm, Grandpa had moved off with the aunts, and I and my big sister, we got to move into the aunt's old room. This is my aunties right here, all of us here, with our cats up. We got to move into the aunt's old room, so that'd be Aunt Joanne, and maybe Aunt Margaret was still just moving off that yard. Go to bed. Oh, I don't want to go to bed. Go to bed. So we go upstairs. We're in our bed for the first time in a new home, and we decide to explore and discover that the aunts had left poster paint, powdered poster paint, in the bedroom. At which point we get it all over, make a terrible mess, and now my sister's still apologizing because I and my brother got in trouble. She didn't. She escaped. She went to the far back room when they heard Dad. She's smart. When she heard Dad coming upstairs. We have.
I remember.
I remember the spanking. So I have these ongoing memories of my childhood experience of creating. This is what I would do. This was bringing joy. Going on to being an adult, coming through the experiences and through life experiences, and coming through a point where I had lost everything that I was proud of everything I had worked towards. Coming through a time in life where I had a lot of loss in life. And I learned that what I had left was little baby blankets with nothing left, that had been outgrown. I learned I could cut them apart, sew them back together, and make blankets to fill the need that we had, a basic necessity that we had. We needed blankets. And that in the moments of having nothing, God's gift was that I could take nothing and make to fill the needs that we had. This loss of everything else in my life, what was still there was still this ability and this urge and this identity to create. So then Think about your moment of loss, your moment of darkness and trauma, where you're walking through hell with your eyes open and there's no hope of getting better. You just keep going and going, and it doesn't change, it's still there. What do you do to pursue healing? What do you do in that time of darkness to find your light and your hope? People ask me, how do you make art? The answer is, you walk up to a paper or a canvas or the wall or the ground with a grease pencil. You walk up to it and you make a mark. And you look at it and you say, oh, that's a mistake. You know what? That's a beautiful mistake. That's a good mistake. Maybe I'll frame it. Then you go and you do it again. You make another mistake, and again, another mistake, and another mistake. And you know to stop when you go and you start perfecting your mistakes. You start perfecting your mistakes, you realize, no, mistakes need to stay mistakes, leave them be. When you start perfecting, walk away. Just walk away from the artwork, you're done. And then you come back the next day and you do it again. Come back, you make a mistake. You make another mistake. Go back to the beginning. Your memories of your childhood, uncontrived pleasure, of the recent 10 days of your joy and your self-respect, and your moment of darkness when you're looking for hope and joy. In your answer to those questions gives you insight into where is your calling and where is your gifting. And I challenge you to take your gift, walk up with it, make a mistake, walk away, make a mistake again, and live life the best way that you can, making your art with your gifts. Thank you so much for being here and for giving me your time. Thank you.